In this video, I'm going to show all my gouache palettes. I have dry and wet palettes, but before we start, I thought I would give you a little sneaky peek of the video that I'm creating of this puppy portrait in pan pastels and pastel pencils. And I will give you a closer look at that, and then we'll carry on with the video showing my palettes. So this is my puppy portrait so far. I've done all the underpainting and I've done the background, and what I need to do is the nose, and then I need to do all the fur texture. Can't wait to finish it. So I hope that you will like the video when I put that up. Now let's have a look at these palettes. So these are the first two palettes that I bought. They're plastic, and I've got Arteza gouache in those. I bought like a whole set, and then I put them in here to dry. And you can see that I've almost used them up, and I've squeezed the whole tubes in these, plus I gave my son some as well. So this is the other side of the colours. And they work quite well, they re-wet. And my goal is to finish using these up, but I'm not going to replace them with more Arteza. I'm not buying any more of those because I think I've got too many paints in too many palettes. So I have this large palette here, and this also has dried gouache in here. It's all Winsor and Newton gouache. I had to put these tapes on here, elastic bands I mean, because the plastic catch broke on here. And here you go. And you can see they're a little bit cracked, but none of them have gone mouldy or anything like that. They all still look really good. And you can see that I have the mixing area here. And if I take this off, I keep the names of the gouache that I used. It's a bit too big to get on the camera now, isn't it? So if I fold this up a little bit, there we go. And there are all the colours that I have. Aren't they wonderful? Okay, so putting that aside. So this lot, I had to try the Himi. And my partner bought this for my birthday present 1 year. And I don't actually use this when I'm painting. I'll tell you what I've done though. I have tried using this, but yeah. I bought this silicone mat, and I cut it to size and put it on here to help, you know, protect the paints. None of them are mouldy. I haven't stirred these up in a while. You see that one's a little bit cracked there. But what I have done is I took some of that out and I've put it in here. And I put it in here because this is quite heavy anyway and quite big to put on the table. And I thought, instead of keep opening this up and using it, if I just keep it covered with this, then it will stay, I guess, good, and I won't have to keep stirring it all the time. And I'll just leave this in here like this until I run out of colours in here, then I'll start refilling these. So here's the Himi in here. I really like these palettes, they feel quite nice. They're a little bit chunky, but they're quite nice. And you can see that I put the whole lot in here. I have filled them up recently actually. It's really satisfying when you start filling palettes up. I think that when I've used all this Himi gouache up, I don't think I'm gonna buy some more, because I just want to use some stock up and then just use my Winsor and Newton. That's what I want to do. just so I don't have so much art supplies everywhere. So as some of you have already probably seen these ones in my previous video when I did a gouache painting of some trees. If you haven't watched that already, I will link it to this video at the end. So these are all my Winsor and Newton gouache. Come on, it's stuck a bit. Oh, wait, there we go. That was a bit stuck. I don't know why. Maybe it's a bit dry there, I think. We'll have to clean that bit up. I think that's what that was. Let's open this one up. There we go. So these four colours here, these four here, I haven't got the tubes left now. These are, the tubes are gone. But when I've used these up, I'm not going to replace these colours because they are very fugitive. They're very, they'll fade quite a lot. And I've already got some new tubes to fill these up. I mean, there is a lot of colours, but I don't care. I like all these colours and I use them all. So we're not finished yet because I have another one, and a travel one that I thought I'd like to have, and it's got its own little bucket. I think a lot of people have seen these already. I keep the colour swatch in the bottom here, and you can just sort of extend this out and put your water in there. I tend to just sort of leave it like this because I can still put enough water in there, and put that back in there for a minute. And now I've got to open this one. And you can use that for the mixing space. And also these are Winsor and Newton as well in this one. There you go. I don't have any mould in these either, but I did put a couple of drops of clove oil in these ones because these are still wet. So I do have one more, and it's in this case. I have made a video about this case. This one's quite large, how I've got the video set up. But I have a small gouache palette in here. There it is at the top here. I really like this tiny little palette. And this is dried gouache, and this is Holbein gouache. I think that they work quite well dry. They don't really crack too much, and I don't have any problem re-wetting these either, and they do come really creamy and thick when you use them dry as well. And I like to just keep this little travel set in here because also I have a watercolor one in here as well. But I have a video about this and another case, so I'll attach that to the video at the end. Right, I do have some ceramic gouache palettes. These are from Meeden. You can just buy the one, and you can you just have your rainbow colour in there and put it above your work. And some people like less colours, but not me. I had to buy two. I like to use them like this together, or sometimes I just turn them around like that, so they're just above my paper and have my workspace here. Or you could have one this side and one that side with your paper in the middle. And what also I've done is I put some masking tape on the sides so I can put the names of the gouache So when I need to refill them, I know what to refill them with. I also put some extra, I think that's just one extra one there, and I know I have an extra colour there because, you know, for me it's still not enough, is it? Silly, huh? So these are the colours on this one. There. And you just have to let me know if any of you prefer a gouache palette like this or some of the others that you've seen so far. You have to leave me a comment. I almost forgot to show a little teeny tiny palette that I keep in here. It's a little travel palette. And these are the high Holbein gouache in here as well, dried. And I use this for mixing on. I've made this tiny little, look at that. I forgot that I needed to see what the names of the colours were on the back there, or the numbers in this case. So I almost forgot to show you that. I just keep it in here. And this is watercolour in here, but I could show this kit another time in another separate video. And you'll have to let me know if you'd like me to show my travel kits. I hope you enjoyed that short video showing all my gouache palettes, and I don't feel guilty whatsoever having that many. And I do use them all, so you know, they're not as if they're sitting on the shelf doing nothing. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.